The drugs you're using, that's a deadly combination. Using any drugs is a deadly combination, but heroin, meth, and marijuana, that's a major problem. All right, are you all ready to proceed on this?
Yes, Judge.
we need it.
All right, the court is calling 2023 CR 1424, State of Texas versus Luis Angel Gomez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Joanne Eagle for Mr. Gomez.
Are you Mr. Gomez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilty and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Luis Angel Gomez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 1424 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on April 6, 2023 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 4th day of May, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Luis Angel Gomez, did then and there admit to illegal use of a controlled substance, namely marijuana, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No objection, Judge.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's to deny the motion, amend conditions to include SATIF and remain in the Bexar County Jail until bail is available.
All right. Is there anything that will preclude him from going to SATF? Any gang affiliation or anything of that nature?
None that I'm aware of, Judge.
Mr. Gomez?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Gomez, I saw that I had referred you to felony drug court and you never appeared. You didn't show up for your screening. And then they tried all numbers. They tried your family and you didn't show up. Why? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Luis Gomez.
All right, why didn't you show up to your felony drug court appointments? They just tell the truth.
I just wasn't ready.
All right. So what have you been using other than marijuana?
Well,
Here's the thing, you need to be honest because I'm trying to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to follow this agreement or whether or not I send you to prison.
just meth and heroin.
All right. So does everybody feel as though meth, heroin, and marijuana is going to be addressed with SATF? Or does it need to be something more intensive? Because he doesn't, and I mean this in the kindest of way. I remember you, Mr. Gomez, and you're looking different and not in a good way. So I'm trying to figure out, it looks like you've lost even more weight. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best to help you. Now I'm leaning towards inpatient treatment, but it's going to be inpatient treatment and then felony drug court, and hopefully a place will open up for him. So I'm just trying to see if SATF is a good place for him since it's marijuana, heroin, and meth.
Your Honor, our SATF program is geared for alcohol and drug dependence.
Mm-hmm.
We will do and we do have an aftercare program with that.
Okay.
And the aftercare is 90 to 120 days.
Okay.
So they will follow him for an extended amount of time. The other option we have is Safe P, and that is also alcohol and drug dependence.
All right. This is what I'll do if there's no objection from probation. I'll deny the motion, alter amend conditions to include SATF, follow with aftercare if not accepted into felony drug court.
The aftercare is
Well, no, I already know if he's accepted in a felony drug court is going to take him and have him do the aftercare. But I just want to make sure that felony drug court is a component.
Yes, Your Honor. So can we just add felony drug court?
Yes.
Just so that we make sure that he's in the aftercare program until accepted into felony drug court.
Yes. All right, Mr. Gomez, is there anything else you need?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're going to remain in custody until you're transferred to SAT, if you understand. You need to take advantage of that program because the drugs you're using,
No.
that's a deadly combination. Using any drugs is a deadly combination, but heroin, meth, and marijuana, that's a major problem. Do not be the person on the news where I get a report and they say, oh, we're terminating his probation because I get a deceased starter. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you need anything, we're here to help you. And this court communication is key. Make sure you stay in touch with probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes. So, oh, no problem. Probation. On this case, this was the motion to revoke. And Mr. Brooks worked his magic.
Yes, Your Honor. So she's going to plead through to one of the violations so we can take care of the motion to revoke. And then we're going to put in the paperwork possibly for a transfer to Maverick County and to release only to the facility that is going to pick her up tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 2055W State of Texas versus Kiara Gomez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Will Brooks for the defendant, Ms. Gomez.
And are you Ms. Gomez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilty and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Kiara Gomez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2055W for the offense of theft, $150,000 to $30,000 of a vehicle on March 9th, 2023 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violated condition number 4, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Kiara Gomez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the remaining violations.
Any objections?
No objections to the waiver, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to the violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
There is not, Judge.
It's open, I mean, it's
Yeah.
quasi agreement, but it's open to the court, Your Honor. The state's just open to the court.
Okay. All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, a couple of things. Some background on Ms. Gomez, I think might help the court understand her. The nature of the underlying case itself was she took an ambulance for where she lives in Eagle Pass and was driving herself to treatment because she was using at that time. Her drug of choice was methamphetamine. I believe that was January
Yes,
of this year.
31st.
She was granted probation by the court and she went to an inpatient recovery program. Is that right?
Yes, after being released.
After being released, she doesn't have any sort of ties to our community, Judge. She finished her time up there and then you said you,
I went back home.
okay, she went back home to Eagle Pass at that time, Judge. She's not been on probation before, so this is new to her, but obviously a personal responsibility issue, Judge. She is Kickapoo, Judge. That's her community down there. I spoke with a gentleman named Raul, and he is a staff member at New Hope Healing Grounds.
I'm sorry, New Hope.
New Hope Healing Grounds, Judge.
Mhm.
And that is the treatment facility they have on the reservation where she lives, Judge. There are no inpatient facilities. I checked with both him. She's unable to access it through them because of her status right now. And then additionally, I reached out and spoke with the state representative for that area, which includes Maverick County. And because of the size of the county and lack of population, there's no specialty courts, there's no inpatient facilities. So this would seem to be the best option for her, Judge.
Mhm.
She does have, and Mr. Rowell with New Hope Healing was able to verify that she has a place to live there, and her sister would be living with her on the reservation in the same place where the facility is located. So in other words, they're in the same community, and they are responsible for transportation to and from meetings and things of that nature. So they'll help her in that regard.
All right. So this is a transfer to Eagle Pass,
To Maverick County.
Maverick County. And this is still in Texas, correct?
Yes, it is, Judge.
All right, then the court is going to deny the motion. And probation, are you in agreement with this? Thank you. Court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a transfer to Maverick County, and also for her to receive treatment through New Hope Healing Grounds. You're to follow all recommendations and conditions of New Hope Healing Grounds. You're to provide a release to probation so they can be updated on your progress. And probation, is there anything else?
Your Honor, just until the transfer is complete, we would ask that she would report virtually.
Okay. All right, and you're to report by Zoom every 2 weeks until transfer. And are they going to be addressing prenatal issues with her as well?
I think, did you tell me your sister's in there? I think she's actually going to have access to all those services through this, Judge, and on the reservation as well. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to have to provide proof of the prenatal care to probation
And
as far as that you're getting that done and you're taking care of that.
that means my doctor visits, right?
Yes, your doctor visits.
And Judge, if I may,
Yes.
in speaking with the center, they're going to arrange for her for transportation down there tomorrow. But if the court could order no release except to them.
Yes, I'm putting in there, I'm sorry, I probably didn't say it on the record, but she is to be released to an official from New Hope Healing Grounds only.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, we can go off the record. This is your chance. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything that you do, everything that you ingest, even my understanding, your emotional well-being, the babies pick up on that. So if you want your baby to be born healthy and have a great chance and I want to say, to come into this world, having great opportunities, it's going to have to start with you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And this court, probation, communication is key. If something is happening at the facility that you're being transferred and you feel as though they're not addressing issues, or you feel it isn't what you thought it was, instead of up and leaving, you need to contact probation. And then we can all address those issues by Zoom.
Yes, sir.
And if that were the case, I will even ask Mr. Brooks to be placed back on your case since he's aware of everything and aware of different programs that may be available. And I will tell you this, the fact that we were just here so recently and Mr. Brooks immediately got on top of everything and calling people from out of county, he did great work by doing that. Okay. All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Luis Gomez, defense.
Robert Mauer for defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Jesus Eduardo Martinez Cantu?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, we do have an interpreter here. If you could raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your
All
Honor.
right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Arlene Abrams, license number 2081.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No objections.
Defense?
No, Judge, just argument.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison, and the state is remaining silent on your application. However, the state does reserve the right to speak to any factual issues. Defense, you may proceed.
Yeah, Judge, if I could correct one thing, I did want to make a clarification. The page 2 shows 3 arrests for the defendant. There's actually only one. The second and third charges, one was created in error and one was rejected as extraneous offense. I think it was more of a clerical issue. But speaking to the instant offense, my client engaged in a consensual sexual relationship with a girl who had told him she was 17. She was not. Obviously, the big issue is his actions have affected him and essentially harmed his family. The court had appointed an immigration lawyer on this case, and whether he gets probation or deferred, or whether he gets TDC, he's going to be deported. The only issue is a question of when. And obviously, my client's aware he broke the law, and he is willing to accept the consequences. His wife is actually present, which surprisingly enough, and she's supportive. She doesn't feel comfortable testifying. She doesn't speak English either. But I did talk with her through the court, through the translator about what was happening. They have 2 children together who are going to be affected and harmed by his actions, but that's the consequences of his decision, and he understands that. I would ask the court to consider granting him deferred so he can be deported right away and attempt to at least support the family from Mexico. I'm not aware of their immigration status. That's not part of my job. And if the court does not feel it's appropriate to grant him deferred, I'd ask the court to sentence him as low as possible based upon the facts, and give him credit for the time served so he can try to get out as soon as possible, and get back to Mexico and try to support his family.
All right. Anything you wish to say, Mr. Cantu?
No.
No.
You're sure?
See.
Yes.
Judge, I talked to him. He didn't feel comfortable saying anything.
Okay. All right. I always review everything, and I did review the PSI report. I did review the stipulations that were entered into. And I do note from reading the stipulations that the complainant states that she told you that she was 17. And my understanding is that the complainant was actually 16 and not 17.
Correct, Judge.
And I do note that the state has not had any contact with the complainant for a long time, or with the complainant's mother. Then finally, the state was able to reach the complainant's mother again. But according to the PSI report, there has been no response.
That's my understanding as well, Judge.
All right, Mr. Cantu, the court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Chapter 62 registration is a lifetime registration. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay.
No, do you understand?
I'll talk to him about it.
I understand.
I'll explain everything to him, Judge.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
See.
Yes.
Right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, I
All right. And
understand.
as a part of your sentence as well, the court will order that there's to be no re-entry into the United States unless it's done legally. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing further from the state.
Not from defense, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Cantu, you would not be in this situation if you would have been faithful to your wife. And you have to ask yourself, is this 2 years worth what you did? And because the way the law is written, I would always tell my clients, these are basically statutory. Either you did it or you didn't do it. There is no excuses. The law is the law, and the law says if somebody is under the age of 17, you cannot engage in this conduct. Doesn't matter if they told you they were 17 or 18, or they look like they're 17 or 18 or 19. I tell my students that all the time, and that goes for the females as well. Doesn't matter if the boy, the girl tells you they're 17, 18, or 19, or they look 17, 18, 19, or if they're at the club. If they are underage and you engage in contact with them of this nature, it's illegal. You understand? All right, so look to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you. Do you need me to sign anything?
For defense.
And are you Selena Ann Pettis?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Selena Ann Pettis who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 1686A for the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on August 31st, 2015 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 5. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Selena Ann Perez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer for the months of February, March, and April 2019 in violation of condition number 5.
Is that true or not true?
That is true.
And Your Honor, we waive and abandon the other violations.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court's going to find violation of condition number 5 true. Counsel, I need you to fill out the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal form. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. All right, is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We are asking you to find the defendant guilty, and the state will take into consideration cause number NM 7200.
This courtroom instantly turned tense when the defendant called it a mistake. The judge stopped her and delivered a powerful
All
lesson.
right, cause
No,
number
it wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. That
720021.
single statement
What
completely
is that
changed the
charge?
atmosphere and became the defining moment of the entire hearing.
Possessing a prohibited substance in a correctional facility.
Are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
In defense, is this the agreement?
It is.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Selena Bettis.
All right. Why are you not reporting for probation?
I just had some, my children, my daughter had baby and I had to help her because of,
How does that exclude you from being able to pick up the phone and report to probation?
I made a mistake, ma'am. I understand that I made a mistake. That's why I'm willing to.
Nope, you didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. Let me explain to you what's the difference between a mistake and a choice. Let's say I come to court. I have a black umbrella because it's raining outside. I know it's going to rain outside. The person sitting next to me has a black umbrella. And when I leave the court, I grab my umbrella because I know it's raining outside. I go outside. I open the umbrella to protect myself from the rain. And I look underneath the umbrella and my initials are not there. That's a mistake. I mistakenly took the wrong black umbrella. Let me tell you what a choice is. I don't know it's going to rain. My mom hasn't called me and said, Stephanie, it's going to rain. Be sure to take your umbrella. And I come to court and I'm sitting next to somebody who has an umbrella and people are saying, ooh, it's raining outside. And I say, curses, I don't have my umbrella, but I don't want to get my hair wet. And I just take somebody's umbrella and I go outside. You know what that is? That's a choice. That's not a mistake. So you didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. So why did you choose not to report to probation?
I'm scared. I was scared at the time, same as I am right now.
Okay, you're whispering and I can't hear you.
I said I was scared at the time, same as I am right now.
Scared of what? You were supposed to report. So what are you? You're afraid of with reporting?
Of being back here.
That makes no sense to me. If part of your conditions is for you to report, you report.
Yes.
So what is the fear of reporting?
I don't have a fear of reporting.
All right. All right. Is there anything else?
Amen.
Has she done anything on probation? On probation?
Done some, yes, ma'am.
What have you done?
I mean, I know it doesn't show like as far as the narcotics, but the classes, but I did do some of the classes. I did need to do the community service, which, I mean, of course, I know it's not an option at this point, but I was willing to do probation and whatever I needed to do.
So what classes are you saying you've done?
Just the Narcotics and Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, so you've done AA meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
Program. She's supposed to. The programs that were listed originally, no, none of those were completed.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. The court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 8 years in the prison and give you credit for any time served. And taking consideration, NITMAG number 720021. If you would like, I would have you recommended for the therapeutic community. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but they will be able to help you with any drug issues you say that you have. Would you like the court to refer you for that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'll ask for the therapeutic community. However, I have no jurisdiction to force them to place you in the therapeutic community, but they most definitely will not place you in the therapeutic community if you do not ask for it. All right, going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. You're going to have to do better with your life.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to continue to be back here. All right. And I'm sorry, one more thing on the record. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Do better.
Thank you.
After hearing every excuse, the judge reached her final decision. 8 years in prison replaced every remaining hope of probation. Even while announcing the sentence, the judge encouraged rehabilitation, proving that accountability and second chances can exist together inside the same courtroom.
He was receiving treatment for that might have an impact on the disposition on this case. I was just asking for 2 weeks. whatever the court feels is reasonable. It is our first setting. And like I said, I believe we'll be ready after that in terms of disposing of this case.
Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
on this case, can you put this for Monday?
Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
All right.
I respectfully, Judge, I'm going to be at family law conference all next week. So if we could do the, I don't know, Friday or Monday of the following week, I'd be very appreciative.
All right. Well, if you want to call the family and speak to them about what his issues are.
Apparently he was involved in a shooting, Judge, and that was part of the reason why he had an inability to participate in some of the random drug testing. I was just going to try and see if I could get some of those records from his sister.
All right. When you say he was involved in a shooting, are you saying he was shot?
He was a victim. He was not a party.
Were the police called?
I believe so. I have to.
All right. So it's easy for the state to look that up. So state, you all want to look that up?
Yes, sir.
And people can Google. Everybody puts everything on Google now, and they'll be able to say that he was shot, and they'll be able to show what day he was shot. If he called the police.
The police were called, ma'am. I was rushed to SAMC. I was shot in my back. I was going to buy some cupcakes from the store. And
No, just 1 second. That's what I'm saying. It will be in the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the only other thing, Judge, is he does also want to have a little bit of time to consider those plea options or recommendations, I would say.
All right. So you can sit in the box and consider it, but they'll be able to look it up and see when you were shot. If you call the police and you're saying you call the police, it should be on Google and it should also be in their system. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Judge.
Who's here on Tamar McIntyre?
Good morning, Your Honor. John
Good morning.
Gilmore on behalf of Mr. McIntyre.
All right. So where are we on discovery?
Judge, just to let you know, there's a pretty much of a mountain of, there's 7 boxes.
Okay.
Not necessarily all the case in chief, I guess, I mean, the actual event, but there's several different letters and other things that I've talked to Mr. Jerry Goldstein, that is part of the defense team earlier or yesterday. I know he's out of town along with John Hunter, who's having his first child or second child, I believe, or his wife is rather.
Okay.
And so I am in conference with them. So discovery is still not up to spec yet. So
Calm down, please. Need to be taking photos. Step outside, sir.
I think another setting.
Oh, just 1 second. Who's taking photos?
This gentleman right here, sir.
Excuse me. Could you all divide a little bit? Who are you?
My name is Gabe.
All right. And why are you taking photos in the court?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been.
No, my question is not, I'm sorry. My question is, why are you taking photos in court?
I was just being foolish.
All right. And what's your full name?
My full name is Gabriel Gobert.
All right. Do you have any cases pending in this court?
I'm here for MTR court date.
Could somebody look him up and see if he has a motion to revoke?
He does. It's Colonel Whitman's attorney.
All right.
Age 31 judge.
So who are you taking photo of without their permission?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
You raised
No.
it.
Who?
Nobody, I'm sorry.
No. You're going to show your phone to the deputy and you're going to erase that photo you took. Do you understand?
Yes.
Sorry about that. All right. So if I reset this for 60 days, is that enough time or do y'all need more time for discovery?
Well,
Here's the thing. Ask for your hopes, wishes, and dreams. And then,
That's one thing.
and then we'll see where we're
60
at.
days, I can confer with the defense team and get to where we probably need to get and have an answer to you in 60 days, Your Honor.
All right. See, I was going to give you guys 90 days, but since you say you only need 60.
Well,
That's
I profusely lie. My timeline, as Grover mentioned, I am terrible with timelines.
Yes. Okay.
And if it were Mr. Goldstein's choice, he would prefer the 90 days, but it's whatever the court would prefer. We did have a motion on file requesting 60 days. So that's perfectly fine with us, Your Honor.
All right. So this will come back in 60 days for discovery to make sure that everybody has their discovery and everybody's had a chance to review the discovery. Then the next step after that, in this court, I require everyone to make a plea offer. Whether or not you accept it or not, of course, is completely up to you. And then I give people plea deadline date. And then after that, it's jury trial date. So Ms. Ferguson, on McIntyre, if I can have a 60-day reset for discovery.
It'll be October 5th.
All right, October 5th. Is there anything else?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor, other than we appreciate it and appreciate no more for the day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.